Why do we need maths is a common question that can be heard from any maths classroom. But did you know that 94% of all jobs need maths? In this video, we will be exploring the most uncommon and interesting jobs that you didn't know involved maths. Roller coaster designing is our first job that involves maths. The maths behind it is that the car you ride in has to be the right way, otherwise it will be too cumbersome to get through the ride. The length, shape and height all need to be considered when designing a roller coaster, as if too long then the car will stop mid-ride, and if it is too short then it could come crashing through to the train house.
The next job is robotics engineering. This is a job that we very much needed in the future as we start to go towards the age of machines. Robotics engineers could design a robot that can explore where humans cannot, special effects for theme parks, or they could invent the next generation of robotics toys. The possibilities are endless.
The next job is being an astronaut. Astronauts use maths throughout their entire job. Without maths, the astronauts would end up lost in space. You probably knew that there was maths involved when going into space, but there's probably more than you expected. The types of maths that are used are college algebra, trigonometry, calculus 1, 2 and 3, ordinary differential equations, and linear algebra. Maths is used to calculate distance, speed and velocity.
Art is another job that needs maths. Art and maths seem like two very different subjects, but artists use many aspects of maths when creating an artwork. There is basic maths, like measuring lines and looking for patterns, but also harder aspects, like figuring out the size of angles and ratios. In Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, a ratio of 1 to 0.618 was used to create the gold colours. Artists also need to calculate the amount of supplies and price of supplies for each artwork.
The next job is nursing. Math may not be the first thing you think about when you think of nursing, but in reality, nurses use maths every day. Nurses use maths in various parts of the job, like calculating dosages, converting between measurement systems, and calculating IV drip rates. Nurses should familiarise themselves with fractions, ratios, proportions, solutions, and equations.
Another interesting job is a fashion designer. You can create your own unique clothes and brand to grow a big fashion empire. To become a successful fashion designer, here are some key tips. Have good eye for detail, strong drawing skills. Another one is to be creative. The maths behind it is the measuring the fabrics and cutting it all to the right length and subtracting it if it is too long, as well as having to calculate the money from the clothes.
The next job is forensic science. To become one, you have to at least have a bachelor in some field of science, for example, chemistry, biology, or physics, so this itself involves maths. Forensic scientists solve crimes by analysing DNA samples and even comparing blood splatter patterns. The maths behind it is that geometry and trigonometry are very important for blood patterns analysis.
Although we have only mentioned these jobs, it does not narrow down to them.
The future is ever changing with maths.
Thank you for watching.